Hello Year 1, I hope you're all keeping well. I've come to our woodland in school today to read you a story, and I've chose this story, Tiger Walk. And I'm sure some of you can have a think why I might have chosen that story this week. There's some interesting facts at the back as well, but we'll begin with the story Tiger Walk. At the art gallery, Tom watches the tiger, and the tiger watches Tom. Can you see the painting he's looking at? I bet you recognise that. From between the jungly leaves, his eyes follow Tom all around the room. Back home, Tom grabs some crayons and a piece of paper. He draws the tiger, big, with pointy teeth and a swishing tail and green jewel eyes. That night, dark shadows creep around Tom's room, dark and scary. From the wall, the tiger's green jewel eyes stare back at him. The whiskers twitch, the tail swishes, and Tom holds his breath. The tiger steps forward. It pads closer and closer until Tom feels the hot tigery breath against his cheek. "Let's go for a walk," purrs the tiger. "But it's night time, and it's very dark," whispers Tom. Tigers aren't scared of the dark. Besides, there's a moon. "Come on, hold tight." So Tom climbs on the tiger's back. He smells the hot tigery smell. Then out they pad into the gleaming jungle of the night, until they come to a forest that drips with moonflowers. And everywhere they see foxes and bears and even a lion. I wonder if you can see anything else in that picture. "I'm a little bit scared of foxes and bears and lions," Tom whispers. "They have pointy teeth and sharp claws." "We'll play," smiles the tiger, showing his pointy teeth and swishing his tail. So they do. They play hide and seek between the trees until they come to a river. "How will you get to the other side?" says Tom. "We'll swim," growls the tiger. "I'm a little bit scared of swimming," says Tom. "The river looks very deep and there might be eels." "Tigers love swimming. Tigers aren't scared of eels. I'll swat them away with my paws. Hold tight." So Tom holds tight and down, down they dive. And their breath comes out in bubbles. The moonlight shines silver on the pebbles, and everywhere there are fish and even eels. Until on the other side of the river, they come to a fair. "A fair? I'm a little bit scared of fairs," whispers Tom. "There are ghost trains and merry-go-rounds and swings that go so high." Tigers aren't scared of ghost trains or swings that go too high. Hold tight. So Tom does. And around they fly. They are high above the world and so close to the stars. "How will we ever get back?" whispers Tom. "I know the way," growls the tiger. "Hold tight." And off they fly through the frozen sky. "I'm a little bit scared of flying. It's very cold and there could be a blizzard." "Tigers aren't scared of blizzards," snarls the tiger. "Besides, there's a cave that we can hide in." I don't know if you can hear any noises in the woodland while I sit here, but I thought it was a good place to come. Although it's not exactly the same as the jungle where that painting is set, some of the noises might be similar. So down they swoop and they come into a cave with arches of ice and frozen waterfalls and icicles that cackle as they move. In the middle are two huge tigers carved of ice. Except they are real. Tigers? I'm very scared of tigers. No, you're not, snaps the tiger. I'm a tiger. Besides, these are snow tigers, and snow tigers love to dance. We'll light a fire and we'll dance. The tigers step forward. They shake the ice from their whiskers, and they dance a tigery dance in the firelight with frosty breath and swishing tails and flashing eyes. Tom dances too, faster and faster, until he's too tired to dance anymore. It's time to go home, says the tiger. So away they fly through the frozen sky, and before Tom knows it, they are back home. Tom lies between the tigery paws and the tigery claws, and he yawns a big yawn. I don't think I'm scared anymore. Not scared, the tiger purrs. Tom shakes his head. No, I'm not scared of anything. Perhaps I'm a tiger. He snuggles against the tiger and closes his eyes and falls fast asleep. Well, I hope you enjoyed that story about a little boy who gets inspired by a painting in the art gallery. Perhaps this picture this week might inspire you, or another painting that we look at might inspire you to do your own piece of artwork. And who knows what will happen when you draw it down on your paper. Oh, I've just been joined by a little robin over there. I wonder if you can see him. You see that little robin on the log? I think he was enjoying the story. And also at the back of this book, there's one more piece I wanted to share with you. There's a little bit of information on Henri Rousseau, and that's the man that we are learning about this week. So I thought if I read that to you, it might help you finding out a little bit more information about Henri and his artwork. So the painting Tom saw in the gallery was Surprised, sometimes called Tiger in a Tropical Storm. And that's the painting that we're doing our learning on this week, isn't it? It was painted by Henri Rousseau, and it hangs in the National Gallery in London. It was painted in 1891, and it was one of Rousseau's first jungle paintings that he did. In the painting, lightning flashes, rain is pelting down, trees and grasses sway, and a tiger crouches and snarls. Did you know Henri Rousseau was born in France in 1844? He became known for painting dream visions of jungle scenes, with wild animals peering through leaves and exotic flowers. But he'd never once had a painting lesson, not once in his life, and he had never left France, so he'd never been to see a real jungle. He got all of his ideas from the botanical gardens in Paris, and through looking at books and magazines, and by visiting the zoo. He said, "I have no teacher but nature." And Rousseau only became really famous after he died in 1910. And that was when other artists, like Picasso, you may have heard of him, that's when other artists began to appreciate his imaginary, dreamlike work. And now his paintings are in gallery collections all around the world. Two famous pictures, The Dream and The Sleeping Gypsy, hang in the Museum of the Modern Art in New York. So there's a bit more information about the artist, which might help you with your learning today. I really hope you have a good day, everybody. And hopefully you can get outside somewhere so that you can be in nature as well. It always makes you feel better, I think. Thank you. Speak to you soon. Bye.